Hello, everybody. My name is Luke Smith, and I'm doing my report on Mike Shinoda. He's the lead rapper from Linkin Park. He also does all or most of the music between him, his guitar player Brad Delson, and the infamous Mr. Hall. So the reason I kind of always followed Mike Shinoda and his work, I kind of related to him from the beginning as a child. I remember getting my first Linkin Park album. I was 13 years old. I was in California at the time actually, and I popped it in, and it just blew my mind. It opened up a whole new world. His the way he records and produces his songs and albums are just. Jay-Z said it the best actually in one of the songs before it starts. It says. I just love the feeling, the vibe. I just knew it was going to be something huge. All the big sounds, like he has these huge sounds and just swell into this explosion almost of emotion, basically. And I always related to that, and I related into my music as well. I felt like we're on the same kind of we have the same kind of mentality when it comes to developing music, and that you find one kind of in particular sound, and you orchestrate it throughout the song. So what I have grown to realize recently, I think that the best producers and songwriters and music today have the ability to make a sound effect. So like in sound design, I had the sound design class a couple months ago, and it taught you how to just record anything. You can record anything, just knock on a wall or birds chirping or literally anything. You put a mic and record the world, and just mixing those sounds until you find just one in particular sound that you can now use in anything kind of deal. So if you listen closely to a lot of Linkin Park albums, you always hear in every song you hear something distinctive that's unique kind of deal that you won't find on your Pro Tools app or your Logic app. It's something in particular that he did personally, which has now become a signature almost. Think about it that way. It's kind of like signing your art, you know. And that's what makes every producer today, their own. I mean, go down the list. Timberland, you always hear like that little baby cry to and all those Aaliyah tracks that he did. He always has a very particular sound. Jay-Z, he always has the percussion. He's very, very good with producing percussion and everything. Kanye West, a sample monster, just a beast at sampling. But what he does is he just takes from somebody else and kind of tweaks it towards it to his own. Now he's got his own signature on the album, and it's not his track. Nobody really cares. It's still an awesome track. But with Mike Shinoda on Linkin Park, it just I'm a guitar player by nature. I played a lot of classical instruments when I was growing up, so we have that same kind of that upbringing where you start off somewhere and you mold it and you shape it until you find something that you love, and then you take everything that you've learned in the past and then bring it into the future and into the present, which is what he did. He started off with keyboards and piano, classical piano, as from like 6 years old. Then he came into high school and he learned how to play guitar, just like I did. And then he ended up going to college where he met Mr. Han, and he learned how to do the whole production thing, which is what I'm doing now. So the, that's kind of why I've always vibed with his sound, and I've picked up every album that he's been on to date, including his Fort Minor album, which is his own production. So it was on a solo album that he did in between making albums with Linkin Park. But yeah, I hope this is what you're looking for. This is Luke Smith signing off.